So I'm just coming off a very empowering weekend from another Dynamic Essentials conference in Atlanta. Today's October 18th, so it was the meeting from the 13th to the 16th. And it's the first meeting in many years, probably the only meeting that I can remember to date that I actually wasn't sure if I should be there. And in full transparency, I've had a shitload of stuff going on in my life. And I was supposed to get in there late Friday morning. So I had someone covering for me, Dr. Dan Tu, who did an amazing job emceeing. And I was supposed to take over in the afternoon and crank it through the night. And it takes a lot of energy to do that. You know, the job of the MC is to do a great job introducing everybody, raising the energy of the room, and especially Friday, really prepping everybody for the rest of the weekend to carry some power to help transform lives. And it was very apparent to me, I'd be lying if I got up there and tried to be that guy. And as a person who doesn't like to lie, doesn't want to be a fake, I didn't get up there. Dan was crushing it, doing an awesome job. I'm a little bit of a control freak when it comes to that room. I want it to be empowering, positive, amazing, and Dan was doing it. So we just pleasantly asked him to just take over the rest of the day and the evening. And just gave me a lot of time to just reflect and chill. Instead of working, I was able to kind of sit back, and I had 3 pivotal conversations with people. Some of my elders that I would not have been in a position to have a conversation with. And they're 3 very peaceful individuals, which is what I needed at the time. Now, I know I could have a reputation as being a hard ass, very direct, in your face. I respond very well to that. I respond very well to people just being direct with me and just kicking me in the ass. But to be honest with you, the past couple months have been challenging. Mentally, physically, emotionally. And I've been plugging through. And as I gave my talk Saturday night, I could hear myself talking within myself. Because I don't know if I necessarily agreed with everything I said, to be honest with you. And I think it could come across inadvertently that maybe I was, calling certain people out that are close to me who have been trying to help me along the way. And I didn't mean it to come across that way. And I will have talks with them separately. But it was more of a conversation with myself. It was kind of like dumping my shit out there, unloading, and wanting people to realize no matter how successful we've come in life, and people look at you as a leader, as we're all leaders to certain people, no matter who you are, what level, you're going to have days that are just challenging. It's going to challenge you where you're at. And you have to step back and think how you're going to move forward, if you're going to move forward, or if you're going to quit. And it was kind of reprogramming for me this past weekend. A reflection. You know, I wasn't there most of Saturday because we took a drive up, Tammy and I, to see Sierra play soccer. We had to leave a little earlier than we expected because a bunch of the girls on the soccer team wanted to get adjusted. So there I found myself again serving others. But Dr. Sid, my greatest mentor, always taught me to, especially during your toughest times in life, to lose yourself in service. And when I talk about tough times, I'm just talking more about business decisions I'm having to make, traveling back and forth, missing my family and kids, going through a hurricane. I I had a hack go on. I was literally boarding the plane to Atlanta, and a hack go on within my business that literally now we're getting the FBI involved, and there's going to be some stuff going on. It was just one of those things, was just one thing after the next. I'm just getting punched in the face, and I can't hit anybody back. And I don't tell people details. One of the things I said from the platform is there's very few people that are going to know exactly what I'm going through. Why? Because one, I don't have a lot of people to talk to. But some very close people have tapped me on the shoulder and let me know that they're there for me, and I love and appreciate you. You know who you are. All my greatest mentors have died. I don't have a grand poobah that I could call up that's going to give me that, fatherly or grandfatherly advice that I could really use at times like this. And it's just going from within and saying a prayer and listening to God. And like I said, listening to my voice within, which could be frustrating because sometimes you're so tired you don't hear the voice as fast as you want to, but it's coming. But losing yourself in service and, going there and seeing my baby for the day and adjusting her and her friends and connecting with people was great. But then I had to jump in the car, race back to the airport. Tammy had to get back home to the kids. And I had to race back to the hotel, shower up, and run down and speak to a room full of people that were expecting all of me. And I don't blame them. They deserve it. They deserve every speaker up there to be giving it all, fired up. And it wasn't my normal talk. I felt it. I knew it. But I had to show up and just serve. I didn't close out the way I'd normally like to do. I don't think it was as empowering as I would want it to be. But it was where I was at in this meeting, which is why I document this time of, I guess it was October 15th, 2022. It became a real wake-up call for me. And realizing that I got to get back to the basics of what got me to where I'm at. And realizing that this little struggle that we're going through is going to propel us to a whole new level. One of the things I think I rambled about in my talk was that God will give you challenges to wake you up for your next level. And I have a very high standard for myself. And we talked about this in the talk, which sometimes could kick me in the nuts when things aren't going my way. And I have a very high standard for people around me, people that I spend time with. I expect the best out of them. And sometimes I get let down very easily because I have that standard. And one of the things I've learned through this current process is I can't overwhelm people with my standard. All I could do is focus on me and the standards of myself. So when I'm run down and fatigued, I got to still take care of myself and not sacrifice me. Because one of the things I talked about in the talk was a couple of my crew is having a relationship with God, me, family, chiropractic. And if you're not a chiropractor, just put in whatever business. If you're an entrepreneur, you work, whatever you do, put it at the bottom there. Because if your relationship with God is powerful, that's going to get you through all things. Just as this is getting me through it right now. Is I've been deep in the Bible, prayer, not as much as I should have been over the past month or so. But I realized that this weekend, which is why I've been back at it. And one of the people that helped me get there again is my daughter, Kylie, who's now delving into the Bible because she was scared during the hurricane. I said, Kylie, just open up the Bible and start reading to whatever page. Say a prayer and say, God, lead me. And as I typed out that text, I said to myself, why aren't you doing that, Steve-O? So I'm doing it. And man, it's reigniting that freaking fire and just pulling away that little self-doubt and fear of the uncontrol of what's going on from the outside to within, and enabling me to perform as a better human at a higher standard that I expect from myself. So as I got off that stage, I didn't feel my normal self, and, people love the talk, and it was definitely, there was people that needed to hear something, but I also know there were people that, hey, it wasn't all you, pal. And I'm honest, it wasn't all me, because I wasn't all there. I wasn't fully connected. Part of me thought about not going, but I can't do that. I love that place too much. It's done too much for me in my life. I love the people in that room, and more people need to be there. Everybody listening to this needs to bring people to that room and grow, because these speakers are bringing it, baby, which I'm so proud of them. But back to me. So getting back to basics, so it's just got done with my evening workout. I had a nice early morning workout, doing my morning and evening meditations, my lunchtime meditation, my breathing exercises, getting back into the Word, eating like a freaking champion, brainwashing myself with positive things, podcasts, YouTubes, all kinds of stuff that I've always done to help me to get to where I am that I haven't done in the past 2 months or so, just because I've let my bitch mind take over. I've let myself just get a little tired and just act normal. And in my world, my standard is I don't want to be flipping normal. I'm not normal. God created me to be massively abundant and helping serve other people's lives. And he's done the same for you. If you're listening to this, you know who you are, and you're not normal. We don't choose to be normal. We choose to be amazing and awesome and powerful, to kick ass in life, but to raise other people up, to help people that are suffering, to help them come through their suffering and lead a prosperous life and heal from within, and to wake their ass up. Wake up, humans. Get clear within and increase the integrity of their life, of God, you personally, family, whatever your business is. Mine is chiropractic, and the other 5 businesses that I got going on. And that's about it, man. So for me, this is documenting my own wake-up call to me, Steve Judson. And, for someone in that room that maybe was expecting a little more out of me, I got no apologies, man. But love me anyway. I love you. And let me tell you something. Come January in Clearwater, I'm going to fucking blow that place up, man, because I feel it. I feel a major shift coming. I know God is helping me see the next level of my life that this 53-year-old's been waiting for, because I got that higher standard, and I walk by faith, not by sight, and I'm back. God bless you. I love you. Share this with everybody, because it's a freaking wake-up call for all of us, because I know many people are there, been there, stuck, and that's it. So my whole family's calling me right now, so I'm going to jump off this line, and you can listen to this when you want to. I love you. Ciao.